There we are. All right. Sorry, brother Greg. We've already heard you once tonight. My bad, guys. I lost my microphone completely. Had to reboot my system. That's the second time this has happened with this Yeti. I don't know whether it's the microphone or my machine. Something, it just got lost. Okay, we look good. We sound good. Okay, Buck. All right. Well, I don't know what happened there. I couldn't even switch it over to the Yeti. It was gone. Didn't exist. All right. Well, for that, we got enough time to jam this one in and still make 8 o'clock Fishkin with Buck. All right, guys, here we go. I hope we still got somebody here. I hope somebody's still hanging around. What are we talking about this week? Well, we're talking about Trophy Catfish. That's the next mission that we're on. Get that email thing out of the way there, Buck. We don't need that up there right now, buddy. There we go. All right. And that fishing planet's too damn loud again. All right. I can turn him down a little bit. I don't think it turns it down for you guys, though. But at least it's not beating me up. Okay, Trophy Catfish, Leeches. That's what we're going after them with. All right, we're going to 3 places here: the Tiber River, we're going to Sandra Bagassi, and we're going to Octuba. Okay, guys. It said in the mission, all it said was catfish, catfish, and catfish. They could have just called this the Wels Catfish mission, because those 3 waterways, the only catfish in them is the Wels. So that's what we're going after in all 3 places, which is no big deal. Now, we're going after, in each waterway, a different size catfish. Now, remember these numbers, guys, because these are magic numbers. You can do these conversions real easy. They're magic numbers. 17.7, 19.9, 22.1. Those are poundages, but those are 8, 9, and 10 kilograms. Right up the line. Boom, boom, boom. It's actually 8.03, 9.03, and 10.02. Okay, so it's 8, 9, and 10 kilograms or better. We got to catch these Wels cats. Now, let's talk a little bit. I'm a little bit parched because, of course, you know that the minute you have to do a reboot in an emergency, there's an update sitting there for Windows. Now, you don't get an update for months at a time, but every time you have an emergency reboot, that son of a bitch is an update waiting on you. All right, so I'm losing my trend of thought. I'm a little bit parched. All right, let's talk about this catfish. The Wels catfish. Silurus glanus. I think I pronounced it right. Or Silurus glanus. Scientific name for this fat boy. All right, large species of catfish. All right. Originally, it was widespread throughout Eastern and Southern Europe. And then they later introduced it into Western Europe and some countries in Asia as a game fish. So it got a lot of popularity. Now, these big boys, they like slow-moving large lakes, rivers, slow-moving current with deep holes. And they go find them deep holes, and that's where they park their fat butts in, and they just sit there and munch. So, anytime you're out on any of these waterways, if you're out first time going after these Wels cats, you pull up your map there, look for the deep holes, and the Tiber, Sandra Bagassi, or Octuba, you find a deep hole up there by the railroad bridge, monsters in there. Another deep hole in the middle right off the dock, monsters out there. Now, you get beluga too in Octuba. Now we're going to work this mission backwards because it was kind of finishing up in Octuba. We're going to work it backwards. I wasn't going to come home, but I had to come home for the bait shop because we're going to do something special. We're going to do something special here this week. Let me finish talking about the catfish first. Okay, so find them in the deep holes. Okay, now these guys are, they're slimy bodied, scaleless, but kind of a greenish. They're going to have usually a greenish brown in color. Okay, and they got great big flat heads, large mouths, and real long tail. All right, so that's kind of what these guys. Now they can live up to 50 years. These these big Wels catfish. And in this game, and pretty close to real life, they run from about 5 to 45 pounds, 2 to 20 kilograms. And in the game here, your unis, now they say the unis can go up to 200 pounds, 90 kilograms. Soopa-Daves, he's probably one of the masters at catching these oversized fish in Fishkin. And Dave's got a recipe out there, and I'm going to show that to you here in the bait shop. We're going to talk about that. We're going to mix up a little bit of that tonight. I actually got her all set up and ready to go. Once we get out there, we're going to go to October with Fishkin with Buck tonight, and I got some of that ground bait all ready to go. But we're going to talk about it here in the bait shop in a little bit. We'll go over Soopa-Daves' recipe. Now, I've never tried his yet for these, because now remember, guys, when you and I haven't done a lot with the ground baits with you guys yet, because not too many of these missions so far has even required it. But we're going to do a lot more with the ground bait. Ground bait is something that the European guys do a lot of it, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Let's finish up with these. Let's finish up with the Wels cat here now. So they typically feed on they're bottom feeders, okay, and on the bottom, and they feed on insects, crustacean, crawfish, okay, other fish, and even small mammals. I mean, them Wels cat, anything that drops to the bottom and twitches, they'll pretty much swallow her down. Right now in Fishing Planet, what are the preferred baits that I don't even think I have them up there, but we'll throw the baits up. Where's my bait at? Here, Buck. B for the bait. Yeah, that's it. F for the fish. All right, there we go. There's the Wels cat over there, that way, over here on this side, and the leeches on that side. Those are the baits we fish with. Now, the preferred baits for these guys in the game is medium or large cut. Leeches, of course, are like number 3 on the list. You can pick them up with shiners, large minnows, frogs. Duck mussel works real well. Mole cricket larva, and crawfish. Now, if you're hunting where these deep holes are in October, the thing to remember there is if you're using large minnows or shiners or something like that, then you're gonna pick up on the beluga. So if you're specifically hunting for these Wels cats, you kind of want to throw the leeches or the frogs, because the duck mussel, they'll hit on that. I catch them up there in California. Those beluga sturgeon, they'll hit on that duck mussel. The mole cricket larva, down Fishing Planet, most of the guys that have their unis in there. And I caught a uni today. I caught him on a large minnow up there. Small uni. I think he's like 99 pounds. But, so those are the preferred baits for these guys. Now, in the game, the youngs, they get up to 2 pounds. Okay, now as far as the payouts go, the way these fish pay out, the young up to 2 pounds, $1 grand. All right, and it's easier to go that way, but basically it's easier to figure out how much money per kilogram than it is for $66 for every 2 point. All right, to 13.2 pounds or 6. And they pay out 92 a kilogram. Now, when he's chumming the water with this recipe. So we're going to go up there tonight, and we're going to see if some of us can bring up a couple of these 125-pound oversized Wels cats. I'd like to be a guy to do it. I want to test out his recipe too. I mean, the guy's pretty good. He's a gamer. He's a gamer. He's an outdoorsman too. He likes to camp. So I saw some pictures of him and the crew out camping lately. So he fits in my book. But on the leaderboard this week, I checked it out. The current leaderboard right now, the biggest Wels cat in there, the biggest uni is 103 pounds. Now the smallest uni is 44, believe it or not, 44.928, and the largest trophy on the board right now is 44.062. Now, like I said, there's oversized unis at a tuba with the right ground bait. You know, you can get them up to 125 pounder. That's 56.7 kilograms. We're going to try to get some here tonight at 8 o'clock. And we'll go talk about that recipe in a little bit over here. In fact, let's go over. Get out of the way, Buck. What's that doing? You got your fish aquarium on. Oh, what a night. Let's go over here. All right. Now, I was playing around because I don't need to bring them poles anymore. So I'm not even completely set up for 8 o'clock yet. So when we start the 8 o'clock show, I still got to snatch up on 2 poles here. But of course, I'm just bringing my Nero. That's my little guy. All right. Threw a spot rod in here. Haven't had a chance to use this guy yet. So he's new. That coffin thing came out with the Halloween stuff. I never used him, but we'll give him a whirl, see how he does. We just need to get some bait out there. And I bought a bunch. I'm bringing a bunch of pretty poles, down rods. All right, so we got the Hellfire. We'll get rid of that frog. I ain't taking him with us though. And we got this guy here. He's a 70. I like this. This is a well balanced bottom rod. Yeah, well balanced. So. And then this guy here, we have the Mkonzi. We're gonna bring him. 6 and 7, I haven't decided yet. I'll probably throw 2 more bottom rods in there, more than likely, because we're going after catfish. So we'll do that. We'll get it fixed up when it got. But what I wanted to show you here, let's talk about Soopa-Daves recipe. All right, where do I got him at? Whoop. There he is. All right, so this is it, guys. It's his recipe that he calls for, and so it's the Big Riverine Breamer. He's got 35 ounces of that, Cat Destroyer, 52 ounces of that, and the Grand Fish Feeder Golden. Now this is, you got to buy this with, this costs you some bait coin, but what he said, so we're going to use them. Okay, 10 ounces. All right, now you got some Corn Steep liquor in there for your aromas and Giant Octopus Supreme. Only 2 ounces of each in that. Okay, now this is important when you're playing with these ground baits. Every bit of it matters where you're at. Okay, so he's doing oil cake pea particle, 8 ounces of that, and hemp corn particle, 8 ounces of that. Hi, Jules. Welcome aboard. Okay, so this is his recipe. I got her all fixed up. As you can see, we got nothing. Oh, where are you going, Buck? Don't change that. Get over there and get that. All right. We got nothing in the red, so we're good, which means everything's in the backpack, and we can mix it when we get there. So this is his recipe here. Now, what I want to show you guys. Now, let me go over here. We're going to go to New Dogs. Oh, I didn't bring it up yet. Okay, no problem. Bring that up. No, I can't. Oh, well. I'll have to talk about that later, or can I bring it up? Yeah, I can. Try it here. We'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, so, oh yeah, it did come up. Wonderful. All right, let me go to ground baits. Ground bait. Get up there to the top, Bob. There we go. All right, swing that back over there. All right. Get back there. Yeah, there we go. There, that looks pretty good. All right, let's switch this over. All right, now, let's bring up, where is it? Journal. Oh, where's me docs? Here we are. Lake guide. Not Discord. That's the lake guide. Oh, there it is. Hey, sir. Turn him on. Let's jump over here. There we are. All right, now ground baits. Explain a little bit about these ground baits that he's got in here. Now the Big Riverine Breamer, all right? Let's try it. That's this guy right across here. Now, he's good for large river and bottom fish. Rivers with medium and strong flow, actually. Warm temperature. It's got caramel, cinnamon, and nut is the aromas that are in that. And it's a high nutritional value. Okay, and then he went with the Catfish Destroyer. All right, so let's see. Catfish Destroyer. Now, I put this all together myself, guys. This is just, rather than bouncing back and forth, in the shop and trying to figure this stuff out when you go, okay, where's my Catfish Destroyer? It's easier to figure out what you're going to use. Crimson, I didn't put that one in there anywhere. Huh. Maybe I missed that one in my, yeah, did. Oh, there it is, Catfish Destroyer. Large bottom fish, catfish, deep waterways, warm water, shrimp and fish taste extra high nutritional value in that. So that's probably why it's called Catfish Destroyer. And then the grand fish feeder gold. Probably passed him way up here. So special about him. There he is, that's him, grand fish feeder. All right. Medium to large bottom fish. Okay, very good. Rivers with medium and strong flow, though. But that's for that. Warm again, and a sweet biscuit and a high nutrition. All right, and then he went with the CSO, the corn steep. Whoop, on the wrong screen, pup. Go down to the aromas. Particles. There's my aromas. Okay, corn steep liquor, big white fish, carp, warm, sweet, and sugary. All right. And then giant octopus. Now I use that giant octopus in a lot of stuff. That seems to be some good stuff. I mean, it works real good up there. I use that in my carp recipes when I'm up at Weeping Willow. It's all seasonal shrimp, shellfish, high. Right, that works real well too. So that seems to be. That's our. All right, Buck, we can get that off of there. Move him down and go back to me. Oh, I never showed you any of that. That was kind of stupid. You weren't even seeing it. Oh, Buck. Oh, well. It is what it is. So, we know what he's got mixed up here now. And he's got the oil cake pea and the hemp corn. So, back live. There we go. We're going to take that with us tonight. We got this. All right. So, this week, I think that pretty much handled that. Oh, now I want to tell you guys something here. Let's go back over there. So let's go, because I could do this again, because I wanted to show you that anyway. So back to your dock. There you are with the docks. You got the Acer, swap that over there. And let's bring this back up. Where's the OneNote at? There we are. All right. Now, swap it over. You got the right one up there, Buck? No. Swap it over there. There it is. Now that's the right one. There we go. All right. So this was all the baits. I just gone through the fish finder, and I was looking at the warm and the sweet biscuits. What was this was the chart I was trying to show you, and I didn't have it turned on. All right. So what I want to talk to you guys now. This is right here. You guys, I pretty much put Soopa-Daves recipe right down here for you guys. So everything that I was trying to show you there at the mix thing, this is it. Your ground baits that you need, a much of them, and there's the actual conversion for you in grams. So it's 283.5, 147.74. This is the recipe that I just mixed up there. Now, in real life, you all guys know that I got a kid over there in England. He's been over there for quite a few years in the UK. He doesn't live too far away from Weeping Willow, actually, which is a real place, by the way. Not like over here, they've renamed them, but they put them close to the right place. But this one seems to be right in the right spot where it's supposed to be. Anyway, because over here in America, ground baits aren't a real big thing. Not a lot of people fish like that around here. It's more of a European thing overseas. But it really works good. It's over here we chum a lot. They mix up their own cool stuff, whatever. But we take a can of corn with us, throw it out, throw a whole can of corn out, a couple fish out in the water, and chum the water when you're fishing for carp or cats. So it's kind of like a ground bait. We're just using sweet corn. All right, so this thing now this is a real life ground bait that I found from a British guy, and he was over here in America. And I looked him up on the internet because I was getting a lot of stuff that my son was sending me, and it was, you can't buy it here. You just can't go buy boilies and particles and like you can over in Europe. We can't get that stuff. So this guy, he's a Brit that's lived over here in America for some time now, and this is what he's come up, his best ground bait recipe for cats and carp. All right, now it doesn't matter. That's why this is all by volume, so it's parts. Whatever it's, if you're going to use a cup, then this is how it works. If you're going to use a half a cup, this is how it works. Whatever you're going to do, it's all parts. So you're going to put 5 parts of the white breadcrumbs, them little crumbed up breadcrumb things that come in a little canister. 5 parts of that. 6 parts of ground up graham crackers. Put them in a food processor and do some fine and do some a little bit thicker. Give you a different density, okay, when you're doing this kind of stuff. Okay, and then 1 part of powdered confection sugar. Put that in there. Now, half a part of salt and Spanish paprika. Get that in there. And get that all mixed up real good. And now, here's the kicker. This is the one that you're going to have to go get. And I looked online for this thing, and pretty much there's like 1 or 2 places you can actually go to the people, impulse.com, but this is made by, it's called Impulse Amino Acid Feeding Stimulant. And you want to put 30 milliliters of this stuff in there. And you put that in with the first bit of water that you're going to mix with all of this. Okay, so you want to make sure, depends on how much of this that you've all got mixed up, the weight of everything, how many you got there. You want to put 30 milliliters of this stuff per kilogram of that. You get that in first, and then you add your water until you get to the desired consistency that you want for this ground bait. And this is supposed to be a really, really good one. I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to make some of this up in real life. Me and Weezy Mouse are going to give it a try, see how it goes. All right? So, now, I think I can get this out of the way. Ba-boop-a-doom. Put that down there. Go back to that. That should have worked, I hope. All right, guys. That takes care of that. I still got a few more poles. Where's my mouse at? Come here, boy. There he is, over there. All right. So here all we do is, we're missing is just once we mix it up. When we get there, we'll have that. Like I said, I got my sticks here. I'm going to throw 2 more sticks in there. At the start of the 8 o'clock show there. Maybe I'll shut this one off short. I think I went over everything I want to talk to. We talked about all these fish. Now we're going to go catch the dang things. Okay? And we're going to take a little bit of Soopa-Daves ground bait recipe with us. This is for Oversized Wels Catfish. We're going to see if we can catch ourselves a 125 pounder here tonight. All right, guys. Oh, you're not on the right screen once again, Buck, are you? You never are. Are you ever going to get the hang of these screens? Try this. That looks better now, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, well, I can't say that this one went very smoothly. There was a lot of information here. I hope I got it out to you guys. I hope some of this stuff was interesting. So, we'll see you back here at 8 o'clock in another 4 or 5 minutes. We're going to Fishkin with Buck. We're going to Russia. We're going to get us some big fat boys tonight. Thanks for watching. Never, ever give up the fight. We'll see you later.